Hello, my name is Yasir Isabel Estrella Hatara. I am 17 years old. I'm studying fashion design and I live in Progreso, Yucatan.
Hello, my name is Sebastián Cruz Torres. I'm 18 years old and I live in Chiapas. I study administration.
Okay, I'm read the article. Challenge yourself, the number memory challenge. Cover the groups of number in this list, then look at the first group on the top line. Cover it again and try to say the numbers. Then look at the second group of numbers on the second line, cover them and try to say them. Continue down the list. When do you stop? Remember all the numbers in a group. In 1974, Professor Ernest Rubik was looking for an interesting way to teach his architecture student about third dimension geometry. To, to do this, he made a cube with 9 other cubes on each of its sides. The smaller cubes were different colors, and you could turn them in different directions. The challenge was to make each side one color. The problem was that there are 43 quintillion ways to move the cubes. As a result, it took Professor Rubik over a month to solve his own problem. In the end, the Rubik Cube became one of the most popular toys in history. Over 400 million Rubik Cubes have been sold around the world, and 1 in 7 people have played with one. In 2017, a Dutch man named Mats Wall solved the Rubik Cube in 4.74 seconds, the world record for a human at the time. A robot beat him with a time of 1.019 seconds. So why do humans love challenging themselves with puzzles like the Rubik cubes? It is the same reason we like crossword and puzzle in newspaper, or why we play games on our cell phone. Our brain naturally loves solving problems. Some scientists also think puzzle and games can improve memory in the elderly. In one study at Illinois University, the researchers study how video games help older people's mental health. In their study, 20 adults over the age of 60 played a video game for a long period, while another 20 adults over 60 did not. Afterward, they gave all 40 adults a test of memory and mental skill. Over, Overall, the video games players score higher on the test, which means challenging video games could be good for our brains.
It's my turn and 10 numbers memory challenge. Cover the groups of numbers in this list. Then a look at the first group on the top line, cover it again and try to say the numbers. Then look at the second group of numbers on the second line, cover team and try to say team. And do you stop remembering all the numbers in a group? In 1974, Professor Erno Rubik was looking for an interesting way to teach his architecture students about 3D geometry. To this, he made a cube with 9 other cubes on each of its sides. The smaller cubes were different colors, and you could turn them in different directions. The challenge was to make each side one color. The problem was that there are 43 quintillion way to move the cubes. As a result, it took Professor Rubik over a month to solve his own problem. In the end, the Rubik's Cube became one of the most popular toys in history. Over 400 million Rubik's Cubes have been sold around the world, and 1 in 7 people have played with one. In 2016, a Dutch man named Matt Balk solved the Rubik's Cube in 474 seconds. The world record for a human at time. A robot beat him with a time of 1:19 seconds. So why do humans love challenging themselves with puzzles like the Rubik's Cube? It's the same reason we like crosswords and puzzles in newspaper, or why we play games on our cell phones. Our brain naturally loves solving problems. Some scientists also think puzzles and games can improve memory in the elderly. In one study at Illinois University, the researchers studied how video games help older people's mental health. In their study, 20 adults over the age of 60 played a video game for a long period, while another 20 adults over 60 did not. Af- Afterwards, they gave 40 adults a test of memory and mental skill. Overall, the video game players scored higher on the test, which means a challenging video game could be good for our brains. And the questions is what did you think of the reading?
I find it very interesting how certain games help you improve some skills. And since the Rubik Cube was created a long time ago to convey a geometry them, and now it's a very recurring toy that entertains and challenges many people. And you, what is your opinion?
Okay. And it is a very interesting reading since I didn't know about the origin of the Rubik's Cube, and I didn't not imagine that I was like that very day you learn something new.
Well,
And
um,
have you already read something similar?
I never read anything like this. And you?
Yes, in high school, I read about the origin of the very popular games. And
Okay. And well, I finished the discuss the article. Goodbye,
okay,
Sebastian.
goodbye.